Hello everyone, I feel zoomed in. Sorry, I feel really zoomed into you all now. Right, let me have a look at my settings. And I want to know why do I feel zoomed in? Oh, is this it? Right, Callum, what's your FOV set to? Because I feel very far away. Oh, there we go. I feel a little bit far away now. But my settings have glitched. Right, let me turn on the chat because oh no, I don't have the chat muted. 55.60. Right, let me get it to that. Sorry, I will do the video. Just give me a second. This is very important because I'm very sad. Right, 55. Oh, do you know what? 55.60. Sure. Sure. Oh wait, that's what yours was. Ah, I thought it was 55.50. Ah. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to another video in my world. Now I can see everything properly because I'm not so zoomed in or zoomed out. Hello, Callum, welcome. I've just realised how my item face is low on reaching round. Anyway, so the joke of the day. Oh God, what do you call a guy in? I can't read that last word, Callum. It's been censored. The answer is Bloodstorm06. I love how before we recorded, Callum was like, I'm going to try coming up with a joke that won't get you cancelled. And then I read the question, it's got all of the hashtags at the end. Do you know what? It's probably YouTube and Minecraft's way of saying whatever it was, it's not important. And also, maybe it was a sign that the joke of the day sometimes is could go a bit too far. Anyway, speaking of not going too far, the game is literally over there. So, oh gosh, if you watched the last video, then you poor unfortunate soul. So, basically, we built it completely wrong. And don't think for a single second I am blaming Callum. I'm not, because it was my fault. So what happened was I found this plot of land and it fit in perfectly, and I counted all the dimensions, and I thought the game would face this way and that way. When we went to build it, we just couldn't get it to fit in, and we were a bit confused about why not. And it turns out because I was a bit of a fool, and it was actually meant to face that way and that way. So I basically ripped the entire thing up and rebuilt it. I also did a bit of improvisation. I made the game slightly bigger than my design. I basically made it one block further this way, that way, and other two ways. Basically because it was leaving a 3-block gap here, and that really annoyed me. So I was like, do you know what? Let's just do it so it's a little bit bigger, and then that way, then it will it will look nice. So basically, what we are doing. Oh, do you know, Callum, for a second I thought you disappeared because I was looking through the glass and I could see your shadow, and then I turned around the corner and you weren't there. It's like you were a ghost. Anyway, this is one of the little things that I built. We built one of these in the last video. I added in some glass and stuff. Oh yeah, I put down a sign with the name, and I added in the floor. And this was not part of my original design, but basically, I realised that you could see the dirt through the campfires, and that would have really done my head in, especially because there's like some parts here which are lower down, and you've got to go up the campfire, and you'd be able to see the grass very clearly. So I did the floor, but then I thought, do you know what? I'd do the roof that is going to be on top as on the floor as well. So this is why we've got a very cool checker pattern. So the plan for today, and we're very ambitious with just the two of us, is we're going to get all of these little outside rooms done on all 4 sides. We're going to get the roof done. We're going to get all the campfires placed. We're going to get the rooms built and the redstone. So, are we going to do it is the question. Everyone place your bets now, and I think I know what the bet's going to turn out being. But you know what? I think that me and Callum are a good team, apart from the fact that we built it all wrong. But you know what? That was a mistake. Everyone can have their mistakes, okay? Gosh, give us a break. So that's the plan. So what should we... Oh, so Callum, I guess if you build the outside... So basically, if you try getting like the 4 colours done, kind of like the little pokey out bits, like what I did on the orange one, I'll do some of the rooms on the inside. So we're going to do the campfires last. Basically because They're very laborious to do, I'm going to be honest. And if I did them, you would all probably fall asleep. So I think let's not have you all fall asleep, and let's get these rooms done. I might speed up the video. I probably will do a lot of that. I normally don't like to, just because I normally like to have you all in the moment. But I'm afraid that this is just one of those times where the game is just too annoying to build. Like all of that. We might have to do a redstone episode. But that's fine. I can deal with the redstone episode. Like, that's okay. Especially because the redstone it's not complicated, but it's done in a very strange way. So chances are is that we probably will have to do a redstone episode. But you know what? That is absolutely fine. So right, let me have a look at my screenshots so I can see what I'm doing. So basically, all of the walls are going to go inside of these black outlines. So you can see that this room is going to go here. So let me kind of explain what the game is in case you weren't here, because I've actually changed the rules a little bit. So basically, one person is going to be on fire, a bit like the original Trailblazers, and then basically they need to run around and try and take out all of the other players. Basically, they're going to run around setting all the campfires on fire, basically to try and kill everyone. Originally, everyone was going to be on half a heart, and then basically you were going to have to like try and not get killed at all. I realised that that was just a really stupid idea, because imagine like you're on half a heart and there's all these walls blocking. Some of the corridors are only going to be 1 block thick, and there is a strategy, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know if I like this being a strategy, where you could just surround every single one of the scoring zones, and for that reason, it would have been impossible to score. So for that reason, we're just going to have natural regeneration off, but everyone is going to be on like with full hearts is the plan. The only thing is that I kind of need the game to be peaceful for 2 reasons. One, but yeah, basically like originally it was just going to be like everyone was going to score a certain amount of points, and then basically like you would like basically if you got taken out you'd lose. I just think it would be a bit too easy to die if like everyone was on fire. So like sorry, was on half a heart. So for that reason, everyone's just going to be on full hearts. But I'm just going to say you're not allowed to eat is going to be the rule. Also, another problem, and this is a problem I've not actually resolved. I'm hoping that by the time we do the tournament, I will have a solution to this problem. Basically, because I need it to be that the person who's on fire doesn't die every time they enter the arena, because it's very easy for them to die because of just how much damage the fire does, especially if natural regeneration is going to be off. It's just going to be too easy, I think, to die. So the problem is that I need the game to be peaceful, basically, so that the person on fire doesn't die. But the problem is if the game's in peaceful, it means you can regenerate your hearts every time you take damage. And I don't know if with natural regeneration off, if that won't happen. The only other option I've got is to say whoever is on fire has fire protection boots. Because I did a bit of experimenting, and fire protection boots actually stop you from taking any damage from the campfires, which is very handy. So I don't know whether to make it so that you basically just are like on fire all the time, or whether to do it so that you wear protection boots. I don't know. But that was kind of like a little problem that I had. And then the other problem is that what's it called? Like if there was, say, like a bunch of boots and I'm building out the wrong colour. Oh yeah, I'll get to the colour thing in a second, because I've had a bit of a revelation, but I'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, basically like I was, have I built out the wrong colour? Is this light blue? No, that's cyan. Okay, I got really... Yeah, I will tell you about the colours, because I had a bit of a revelation, but I'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, basically, like, I don't want it to be too much of a hassle in between games, like, where you have to run around, go give someone, like, the boots, and then, run back to your side. I want it to be that you finish a game, then you can just go immediately into the next game. That's just kind of how I want it to be, especially because I've tried so hard with making the game automatic. Like with the there's going to be dispensers. I'm going to put out all the campfires, and then like the doors are going to open automatically to let you in and out. Like it's going to be a very automatic game, but I just don't want it to be too annoying in between, like two, not two. And God, you know, I'm struggling so much to tell the difference between light blue and cyan. So let me tell you the color revolution that res revelation. There we go. That's what I want to say that I've had. So basically, I've kind of realised that my colour choices are not the best. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically, I realised that my colour choices weren't very great because light blue and cyan, as you can tell by the fact that I'm struggling so much, are very similar colours, and I don't want it to be in the game that whoever is on light blue or cyan could accidentally press the other person's buttons to give them points, because that I think would just be very annoying. It means people would pick one of the other colours, and I just don't think that's very fair. So I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, which is why I didn't do it when I rebuilt the game. But basically, I'm tempted to change either light blue or cyan to a different colour, because it's just getting really difficult to do it. And by the way, if you're thinking like, oh wait, so you're building all of this and you're just probably going to change it, if I do decide to change it, I'll probably just use the fill command, and then we'll just change all of the blocks of that type to a different color. So it's okay. Anyway, Callum, if you're done, you can help me out. Like, so basically, we need these rooms. So there's going to be like these ones, and then there's then going to be like the all of this middle that I've kind of left here. This is all going to be filled in with stained glass of whatever colour the side is. And then these ones... Oh, have I done this right? So then this just needs to be built up. And then in the middle, we're just going to have black stained glass in the middle of this one. Just kind of make it stand out a bit. So I guess let's just try and just get like as many of these rooms done. The plan for today is I want to get like I know I said like that's all the plan for today, but I was obviously joking. Like the chance of us getting all of that done is slim to none. So yeah, don't expect us to get all of that done. But I want to get like the inside arena done, and I want to get like the campfires placed down. And if you're thinking, by the way, like what the style for the campfires is we're going to basically do the same as what the original had. So we're going to have it alternating between blue and orange ones, just because it's just quite a cool design. I did originally have the idea of doing it so on red and yellow, it's only the normal campfires, and then on the two blues, it's the blue ones. The problem is soul campfires actually deal more damage than normal campfires. So if that was the case, it would be really unfair on whoever was on one of the blue sides, because basically they would die quicker, and that's not very fair. So for that reason, we're just going to have it so the entire game is just alternating between the two types. It also means that, you know, you could be a little bit more strategic. Like, do you set all of the normal campfires on fire, which deal less damage, or do you go specifically for the soul ones, which are more powerful, but also they do hurt you at the same time as you're trying to set them off? So, yeah, and of course, like, because they're striped, chances of people picking like one over the other are so slim. But I just thought that, you know what, it would probably just be a nice idea just to kind of alternate them. So yeah, that's the plan. I guess we can decide which way we want them to face when we get in there. To be honest, it really doesn't matter at all. Like, it actually doesn't matter. Basically, these rooms are going to go like this. I know I failed at this orange one. But basically, like the room's going to go like this, and in the middle, we're just going to fill it completely full of light blue. No, not well. Yeah, light blue for that side. But for all the sides, we're going to have just like their respective glass. So this side will have, as you can probably guess, orange stained glass. But in the middle, we're going to do a stripe of black. And then on the roof is going to be where the buttons are going to be. And basically, the buttons are just going to be what you're going to press the points. Because in the old game, there was levers, and that was fine. but like you had to go and like turn off all of the levers after every single game, which I know takes absolutely no time at all. But remember, I'm trying to make this game as automated as possible to make it quick before between rounds. And if you had to do that, that would just probably just be a bit slow. Also, like if I'd have kept it the way where there was like in the old game, there was like a big tower, and you had to like climb up the big tower to count the points. If I'd have kept that, I just feel like if people are trying to reset, they could accidentally like pull the levers when you're trying to count, or you could accidentally miss one or something. So for that reason, we're just going to have it so when you press the button, it will put an item into a hopper, and then at the front of the game here, there's just going to be a barrel, and then at the end of the game, you just count how many of each colour are in the barrel, and whoever's got the most will just win. So that's the simplest solution. When we play the tournament, which I'm not going to lie, is probably going to be a little bit of a while away, just because this is a very big game. Like we are going to do it so we'll have everyone get to go being on fire. Basically, how that's going to work in terms of like the door opens a little bit delayed is we're just going to have like a little control panel outside of one of the sides, and basically you just pull the lever of whichever side is going to be the one on fire, and then basically when you press the start button, that side will open like a little bit after the others. It's basically just to give them a slight advantage because I realise that this arena is smaller than Trailblazers 1, and the chances is that you are probably going to get on fire a lot easier just because it is a way smaller arena, and also there's like a lot more rooms as well. So I didn't want to like what's the word? I didn't want to I've completely lost my trail of thought. Yeah, basically, like I didn't want it to be too difficult, so for that reason, we're just going to have it so. Yeah, the people who enter, they get like a slight. It's not going to be like a massive advantage. It's literally going to be about 5 seconds extra, and then they can come in, which could make all the difference. It all depends on the strategies that you choose. Anyway, in the middle of these sides, we're going to do some fire. But I do need to go grab the netherrack. I also want to make some glass panes so I can kind of show you how that's going to be. Oh, do I have any wood? I thought I did. Oh yeah, I've got all of the cherry wood, didn't I? From when I cut down the little cherry grove. I forgot about that. Let me go and grab one of these. You can see Callum's doing a good job filling in the glass. So basically, it's just going to go like all of the sides are going to have their colour, and then it's just going to be like a stripe of black in the middle of the glass, just to make it so each side just looks cool. Is the simple reason. Right, let's just make like some orange panes, and then let's do the same with the cyan as well. Just so basically we've just got like plenty of this glass, and then I need to grab the netherrack. Where's the netherrack and the saucepan? Here we go. So I just need I'll need 2 of those, and I'll also need some flint and steel to light them up. So let's just go and show you how these rooms are going to be. I actually don't know where Callum's gone. Is he dead? Is he alive? Are you dead? Are you okay? But yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, ow. Are you putting down? I think it might be easier to do like all of the rooms and then do the campfires, just because otherwise we're then going to have to like put them all out, and that's just like really annoying. So, right, this is just going to go like this. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I need to add. So let's just build up these little things. Have we done the middle room, by the way? Oh, we haven't. Right, we could go and do the middle room. Have I run out of what colour is this? Is this cyan or light? I think I am going to change the colour. It's just doing my head in. But yeah, basically, basically this is just going to go across, and then all of this middle we're going to leave as glass. So can you see like how I've done it here, Callum, with the panes? We're just going to do like the same there, and then yeah, but I don't have any black stained glass panes, but they're in the middle. It's just going to be like black stained glass panes. But whilst he does that, let me do the middle. So the middle is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to do the same colours. So this is orange. Then we've got cyan. What colour is there? Yellow and light blue. And then basically this is just going to go to the same height as those rooms, and then basically then it's just going to link up, and then once again we're just going to do the same thing what we did for that row, like the corners. We're just going to do it so it's this top row needs to be. Oh no, that's oh yeah, these ones need to be like that, and then in the middle we're just going to put black is the plan. Just because there is going to be a roof on this whole thing, and so like the roof is going to be on that layer, which is why we're doing it that height. So let's just kind of just start building up these walls. I wish I had enough glass. I'm not going to lie, like my inventory is just so full of just stuff. I just keep forgetting to just grab the glass. But basically, like these are just going to go, and then in the middle is basically just going to be where the what's it called is going to be the buttons where you're going to press. Oh yeah, also the corners are actually going to have a bit of a better purpose, because I realised that I could have just done it so everyone like just runs around and like they try and get to each other's side. I have decided that the corners are going to be worth 2 points. So basically, if you go to your own corner and you press the button on your own corner, then you get 2 points rather than 1 point, which means that you could have a strat of, going straight for like the 2 pointers, but then that might be an easy target for whoever's on fire, or you could have the strat of like just going straight for the middle. Like I think that's going to be quite funny when it comes to seeing like everyone's strategies. I think I've done this right. Let's just go back in and let's have a look. And let's see. Oh, okay. So I just see. Oh, can I reach? I can't. I'm just one off. I'm one off being able to reach. And then here we're just then going to do this, just going down like that. Oh yeah, I think this. Oh yeah, we need to do one more room there, and then that should be that done. So that will go like that. We'll then do yellow, and then black goes in the middle like that. So that's just how every side's going to be. So let's just kind of just do these, just coming down. Right, I need to make sure I grab, where's cyan glass? I didn't grab any because I grabbed 2 lots of blue. Because once again, I didn't realise that it was cyan. Right, let me just go grab, the cyan glass. Where is it? Here it is. So yeah, this is just going to go like that. So it's a very simple design, I'll be honest. Like it's not the craziest design in the world, but I didn't want it to be, just because like I realised that this game is a little bit confusing to build, and so I didn't want like the game to be too difficult when it came to playing it. I wanted it to be quite straightforward. So yeah, I guess if you do those, Callum, and then on the top of the glass, we're just going to do like the other colours. So whatever colour the glass is, we're just going to put the same colour above it, of concrete. And then this room needs to go here. So this is going to be like an orange and a blue one. So I guess let's just do... I'm trying to make these like somewhat similar. And then I'll tell you what, let's go and have the campfires after this. Let's we'll have a bit of a we'll have a bit of a break, and we'll go and start like doing some of the campfires, and I can show you how those are going to be. And then I can basically just like do most of this like off camera, honestly. Like this is the sort of thing that's just going to take no time to do off camera, like now that we've got like them all like initially done. So then those go like these need to go one higher. I put down the wrong. I keep doing that. I keep like putting them in the wrong spot. And then we're just going to then have black glass will just then go down. So it's just 3 blocks from the floor. It won't be 3 blocks when we actually like play. It's just because of the campfires is the reason why it's a little bit higher. Right, let's go grab some of the campfires. So right, so let's let me just go and grab some of both types. Just so we can start doing some of these. So I've got some of the normal ones. Where are the soul ones? Here they are. Let me just like empty my inventory out just because it's so full. So basically, we're just going to do these like alternating between the two. So let's do them going horizontal, because I think in the old game they were vertical. So let's just do it horizontal, just so it's. Oh gosh, I've put them all in the wrong spot. And I don't have a silk touch axe. It's okay. I can just, luckily I packed a lot of stuff, so it should be okay. And then if you don't know how you get rid of campfires, if you are like new to Minecraft or if you just don't know in general, which is fair enough. To be fair, like I didn't even know this until like Stampy started building his game. Basically, you just use a shovel. It's just like the simplest thing. And so we're going to have that row as normal, and then the next row is going to be made of these blue ones. So we're just going to like go back and forth between them. It might be easier to kind of leave one on, just so like when we do this pattern, it's just going to be very easy to tell between the two which ones are which. But I think we've actually done quite a nice job, you know. I think this looks very, very nice. So this will just go like to the top like that. And then this orange one will then just go there. And then we'll just fill this in with the glass panes again, kind of like what we did over there. Oh, no, we did. But yeah, basically this is just going to be like full of like yellow and grey glass panes. But yeah, so that is pretty much everything. So what we will do next time... Oh, so Callum, they need to face like this way. Because if you look, otherwise they all face random directions. And that will really... Maybe do them like facing, like if you go along like this, go across. Then that way they're like they won't go in the way. I'll tell you what, let me just kind of like start marking. So that will be soul, normal, soul, normal. I'm hoping it's going to end on a normal, but I've got a feeling it's going to end in a soul campfire. Just because it'd be nice to have like both types like on the same. But let's have a look. So soul, normal. Oh gosh, I put that in the wrong place. So that will be soul, normal, soul, normal, soul. It did! Oh, that is so convenient. It's fit in. So both sides start with the same cover. Do you know what? That's actually really good because, as I said before, soul campfires deal more damage. So if they were the wrong, like if one side had soul, it means that they'd enter the game with more damage, which wouldn't be very fair. So, yeah, the only room that's not going to have any campfires are these ones with the fire inside. So those ones basically are not going to have them. But yeah, but don't worry, me and Callum are going to get all of this, all of these campfires done between now and then. But yeah, so that is pretty much everything. So next time, I will want to get someone else in. We'll do the roof, and I will do the redstone. So that'll be like our two jobs for next time. And then we should finally be able to play this game. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this one, I'll be honest. Like, the first game was really good, and I'm a bit worried that, like, whenever you do a sequel of a game, it's always a bit worrying because, like, you don't know if it's going to be as good. But I guess we won't know until we actually play it. And I am kind of looking forward to playing it, but also I'm a little bit worried. So I guess we'll see what happens when we actually get to the tournament. But yeah, so that will be everything for today. So thank you, Callum, for your help. And we will see you all at some point.